And I'm about to count stamp it. It's February 6th, 2026, approximately 6:46 p.m. on that eastern side. We done flipped them poles, so it might be western. Then again, y'all know I don't know. But I know one damn thing on that birth certificate or that certificate of live birth. They named me in all caps, and they named me D'Amica, right? And they was standing on business when they put it in all caps. So I'm D'Amica. I'm finna stand on business. It's time to hashtag Lost Toes Tarot Cards, our portals to truth. It's time to open up some portals and stand on some business. All right, so welcome as y'all chime on in. Thank you for all that have subscribed, that have unsubscribed, that's thinking about subscribing, that don't want to subscribe. Thank you to all. But most importantly, thank you for being authentically you at all times. Okay, so yeah, we're over 350 subscribers. This channel has been created for me to reach out to the mysterious, mystical, unknown cosmic beings that reach out to me in each and every way. So I created these portals. I created this channel to just show how I interact with these energies and how we get down. So if you're new to the channel, what I do is I open up portals. Once I'm done opening up the portals, I broaden the message with the oracle deck, with the tarot deck. Right now, we're going to jump into some zodiacs. Okay, so we're going to pull out some zodiacs. After we open up the portals, then I'm going to read through the comments. Once I read through the comments, then we're going to close out the portals with the prayer. Okay, which is most important. We got to close out the portals. We got to close out the with a prayer. Okay, so make sure when you're commenting, make sure you be respectful and make sure you don't give a drop of your motherfucking energies to these motherfucking flying monkeys that might come in these comments. All right, so thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Be great. Get into this general collective reading. Off the break, as you can read, ancient angels are fighting with you. Okay, ancient angels. We're going to pull out some zodiacs that's revolved around this first, and then this word came out, right? This came out, right? And then they also want you to know that they control the traffic lights, emails, email accounts, and the FBI database has been compromised. Okay, so with this situation here, right? You got spiritual abuse, an abuser that's using a victim's religious beliefs to control them or prevent them from practicing. So this could be sexual, this could be physical, this could be marital, this could be financial. The use of religious texts or beliefs to minimize or rationalize abusive behaviors. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put those down, and now we're going to open up some tarot with the zodiacs. Okay, and see what's going on with the zodiacs, the star systems, the solar systems, and the planes. So we're going to go ahead and tap into some zodiacs at this time to broaden the message. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know? What kind of zodiacs are revolved around the ancient angels that's fighting with us? What kind of zodiacs is revolved around the spiritual abuse or abuser that is using a victim's religious beliefs to control them? And then what is also going on around the FBI database that has been compromised? Okay. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. All right. So let's get into the message. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to pull out. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I saw that already. So let's see what we got so far. Okay. So we got new moon, new start, new beginnings. Okay. New moon, new start, new beginnings. Okay. I think we're getting ready to come upon the last quarter moon here. We got Libras coming out here. Libras and the Raven. We got a Cancer coming out here. We got Cancer. Focus on your chest and your stomach. Your moodiness and insecurities causes manipulative, vengeful behavior, okay? Unpredictable, suspicious behaviors. Stop blaming others for being pessimistic, untrustworthy, resentful, and lazy. So we got Cancer, we got Libra, we got Raven that came out, and we got Winter Solstice that's coming out as portal number 4 here. Winter Solstice that's coming out as portal number 4. So far, the two zodiacs that we got so far is Libra and Cancer. The Crux constellation has come out. The Crux constellation, 4 stars and a cross. The smallest constellation, Southern Celestial Hemisphere, Southern Cross, Southern countries here, okay? So we got new moon, new start, new beginnings. We got Libra, we got Cancer, winter solstice, all right? Crux constellation. We got all air signs coming out, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We got Sagittarius coming out. Your spirit animal, your guide is an owl or an elk. Libra, yours is a raven, okay? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I saw that. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I saw that one. Thank you. Give us a few. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got autumnal equinox is coming out, falling under the winter solstice here. So the winter solstice is around like December 22nd, the return of light, rebirth, reflection, the shortest day and longest night of the year. Autumnal equinox reflects renewal, balance, gratitude for duality, okay, harmony between light and day. Recalibrate your routines here. And then you got the Hydra constellation that's falling under the Crux constellation that's falling under the new moon, new start, new beginnings. These constellations could have been doing moon magic here, okay? The Hydra constellation, it straddles the celestial equator here, okay? You got your Leos coming out with gold. Hydra constellation, the biggest constellation of the 88 modern constellations, water snakes and Babylonian here. You got gold coming out, divine presence, purity is coming out here, okay? Purity, Venus is coming out next. Okay, you got Venus coming out after gold, Leo, righteousness, purity, okay? Venus, spiritual growth there, okay? Spiritual growth, love, beauty, harmony, creativity, values, divine feminine, deep emotional connections here. Sagittarius is coming out as portal number 12 here. And portal number 13, oh my God, is that Vega star. The Vega star is falling under the Hydra constellation, bringing the light to the Hydra constellation, the Crux constellation. You got your Sagittarius that's falling under the autumn equinox. We're going through heavy downloads and upgrades, so a lot of us can be experiencing a lot of stuttering, a lot of going back on your words. So just take your time as best as you can. You also have a lot of energies that are coming in and out, trying to stop messages from fucking coming out. Okay? Sagittarius is out here. Adventure, optimism, and communication. And then you got your Vega star, which is closing out the zodiacs, star systems, planes, solar systems here, okay? So we got 13 that we pulled out. Comment below if you know what the Vega star symbolizes. What is the metaphysical meaning of the Vega star here, okay? So it is the brightest star in the Lyra constellation, Aurora, okay? It symbolizes exhaustion, victory here, okay? Protection, ancient wisdom, arts, music, connection to other star systems, magic, creativity, okay? All right, beloveds. So let me show you what we got so far before we tap into the tarot side of it, okay? And we're going to pull out some tarot for the Libra, for the Cancer, for all the air signs, for the Sagittarius, which came out twice. And then the only thing that's representing Leo out here is the gold here. So we'll go ahead and we'll pull on that Leo as well in regard to tarot here, okay? Let me show you what we got so far. What up, y'all? Love y'all. All right. So as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, ancient angels are fighting with you. So whatever we're about to pull out within this read, don't forget that the ancient angels are fighting with you, okay? This is revolved around this here, okay? Rape, okay? Spiritual abuse. The abuser is using a victim's religious beliefs to control them or prevent them from practicing. This could be sexual, physical, marital, financial. This is the use of religious texts or beliefs to minimize or rationalize abusive behavior here, okay? They are controlling the traffic lights, the email accounts, the FBI database has been compromised. All has been compromised here. In the beginning of the read, we started off with the new moon, the new start, and the new beginnings, right? This is going to be column 1. This is column 2. This is column 3, and this is column 4. Okay, so in the beginning, we started off with the zodiacs and planes talking about the new start, right? New beginnings. In the middle of the whole read, you got Sagittarius and you got your air signs. This could be focused on your movement, your intellect, and your communication, okay? You give good and friendly advice and you're very analytical and you're a thinker. This could be very much revolved around Gemini, Libras, and Aquarius. As you can see, this is falling under the Libra here. This Libra or this Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra could be affected by a Leo or could be affecting a Leo, okay? Then you go here, you got your Cancer, your Sag, and your Venus has come out. Then you got your winter solstice, your autumn equinox here, and then you got your Sagittarius, all right? Thank you. Thank you. Chris, 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 you a real one. Thank you. Thank you. So, if you've been paying attention, we pulled out 13 zodiac planes and star systems. We're working on the Libra at this time, okay? I didn't know I was on mute, but thank you for letting me know that I was on mute. I didn't think I was on mute, but you know how these energies be rocking and rolling? It is what it is, okay? So, the Knight of Wands is coming out first for the Libras. Air sign, Libra, movement, intellect, communication. All right, so straightforward here. Something's moving straight forward. Something's taking the time to get away and travel. They should feel charged and full of life, adventurous, and can find things to do. They're ready to get things done in this energy. There's never a dull moment here. Page of Swords is here. You're very bright and alert, curious, and you're asking questions. You never run out of ideas. You're gifted with a sharp tongue and quick wit to match it. Incredible communication. There are legal matters that you're eager to execute, okay? It could be revolved around gossip, agreements. You could be a nervous energy, right? You could be engaged in a passionate debate at this time. Queen of Pentacles energy for you Libras. Caring and supportive. Material and earthly financial aspects of life. Generous, nurturing, comfort, and practical. Positive outcome whether yes or no is spoken. You are nurturing in all relationships. Libras. There is fear and anxiety and trauma. You up all night worried. Trauma may be too shameful to share or confide with others. Questions are plaguing you. What could they be? It's time to be honest. You're paranoid, you're panicking, you're distrustful. There's hidden trauma that is resurfacing. It's time to take control and go inward and focus on solitude or seeking help. Seven of Swords, it's about betrayal and deception and theft here. You're having a hard time getting away with something. You sneaky and you hoping to not be discovered. You facing the consequence though, whether it's embarrassing or a punishment, right? It's time to think on your feet, but you can't because of lies and deception, gossip and scam, fraud. You're tempted to sneak away. Don't move out of character, danger. Something feel off, y'all. Something feel off. Danger or a secret is coming out. King of Pentacles, reverse energy. This is about greed, materialism, financial setbacks, mismanagement, instability, lack of discipline, financial insecurity. You're a fucking leech. You're selfish. You took more than you can contribute. You were materialistic, which caused you to be unstable. This is about the Libras. It started off good. It's always a balance, right? It's always a balance. Some of you Libras may be clinging to the past. It's time to explore memories, but be cautious not to dwell on them. You need to use your past as a guide. You're in the Six of Cups reverse energy. You must learn how to forge your own path. You're stuck in the house and you're stuck in your mind. You're in a mental prison. It's time to focus and ground. You're unable to move on. You're staying in a stale job. Suit of Swords has come out. It's time to use your logic, your ideas, your intellect here. And this is the air signs for this Libra here. Swords, the mind, the intellect here, right? The element of air. Faculty and power of the intellect here. You can be abusive, harsh, and you may lack empathy for others and have no compassion at this time. You're a double-edged sword here. Oh shit, the Emperor reversed. So this is for some Libras. It started off good. For the rest of you fucking Libras, you're in an energy of being an abused authoritative power figure here. You're a possessive partner. You're overreach of power from like a father figure, or you're trying to be too masculine if you're a woman. Okay, you are the type of person that typically wants to control every action, but your systems are crumbling. All right, you're a weak ruler. You lack self-control. You feel powerless at this time. You're drained. Damn. That's a heavy ass energy to be in. All right, so that was just specifically for Libra energy. Excuse me. Now we're going to move on to the Cancer energy, okay? Cancer's in the house. If drop down your zodiac sign if you feel comfortable doing so. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We're going to go ahead and move on to the Cancers. After we move on to the Cancer, we're going to go ahead to the Sagittarius. After the Sagittarius, Aurora. I'm a July Leo. Aurora. The Fire Lady 7486. Aurora. Okay. After we do the Sagittarius, then we're going to move to the air signs. Okay. All of them, which would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. After we do all the signs, then we're going to move into the Oracle deck and we're going to go by column. Remember, this reading is about ancient angels that is fighting with you. Now, they could be fighting with you up against these energies, or they could be fighting with you because you're the fucking energy that we're fighting. Okay? You're the spiritual abuser. Okay? And then also something about the FBI database being compromised. They control the traffic lights, email accounts, and FBI database. All of that has been compromised. So we're focusing on the Cancer here. And you already know I read the comments at the end. And then what's most important is that we close out these portals with the prayer. Cancer, talk to me, baby. Ashe. So with the Cancer energy, we're being reminded to focus on our chest and our stomach. Our moodiness and insecurity is causing us to be manipulative, vengeful. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. And have vengeful behaviors. Unpredictable, suspicious, resentful, lazy, blaming others, very pessimistic and untrustworthy. So we got 3 portals that's coming out for Cancers. 8 of Swords is coming out first, okay? The mind, the intellect. Something feels restricted, imprisoned, victim mentality. You're in a mental prison at this time, whatever's going on with you, Cancer. It's a situation where you believe you have no options, okay? 2 of Pentacles reverse. It's about managing multiple responsibilities. It's time to balance so you can be adaptable. You're juggling too many priorities and it's affecting your adapt to change. It's time to you have been maintaining a busy lifestyle and that has been extremely responsible, Cancer. Okay? Knight of Swords reversed here. Make sure y'all comment to one another in the comments too. Hey, what up to everybody that came on through? Hannah, what up, baby? What up, everybody? What up, y'all? We got the Knight of Swords reverse energy that came out for the Cancer energy here, okay? So you're acting out without thinking. You're impulsive and arrogant. Oh, shit. You reckless. Overly self-centered here. Damn. Aggressive, harmful communication is here. What the fuck? Come on, Cancer. It could be you're rushing, you're pushy, you're a bully. Come on, Cancers. Let's get it together, babies. We got the Knight of Wands reverse coming out. That is causing you to be exhausted. Now you're giving up, you're overwhelmed. You're worn down by constant challenges, persistent anxieties, and you have the inability to maintain boundaries here. Okay, Cancers, at the moment with the Two of Pentacles energy, at the moment things are tight. There's a warning of balance here. Two major factors that you're deeply concerned with. So it's time to take a step back and have a better perspective of the situation. It's time to multitask. You're afraid that multitasking will worsen the situation, but you adapt well with changes that ask you to continuously rebalance. Something needs or someone needs to prioritize their bills here. Hey, we all do. If you're in the United States of the Americas, then motherfucker, you gotta prioritize any type of bills. They got a bill for a bill for a bill. Okay. Two of Pentacles energy, job well done, keeping things stable though. Okay, you're balancing your love, your work, your family. You need to cut down on tasks so that you're able to concentrate on two factors that is troubling you. But overall, job well done. You're in the full upright position. Symbol of innocence here. You're beginning a new journey. You're approaching each day with that venture, Cancer, okay? Freedom and optimism, business, finance, love, simple life of no worries. Anything could happen. There are many opportunities waited to be explored. For the Cancer energy, Six of Swords, you're experiencing a transition that's not happy and filled with regret. You're moving on is the ideal option for your future. It's time to reconcile after whatever fight. Maybe you've been fighting with yourself, okay? You're finding stability. You're moving on to a new role. You've learned your lessons here, okay? With this Six of Swords energy. Transition is the result of decisions you made in the past, which is forcing you to leave something behind in order to move forward. Okay, Cancer? Ten of Cups reversed energy is talking about the bonds between family and communities are broken or twisted. All right, Cancers, there's a domestic peace and comfort that is unrealistic. Instead of connection, there's distance. You need to learn to treat one another with respect here. This is about isolation at work or a short fling, arguments with the family or over money, meddling relatives, or hostile workplaces here. The Hermit is here. All right, this energy is the seeker of knowledge that comes from within. You may be a lonely wanderer in the path of the night. You're searching for what can be gained with long periods of solitude. So it's time to declutter, reflect, okay, so that you can be that mentor, okay? You're disconnected from crowds as they are threats to your own desires, okay? You walk through the dark night of the soul, guided by low light of the northern star. Cancers, you're in the death reverse energy. You're in the mental prison. Some of you are in the mental prison. You're hanging on to a stagnant relationship. It's time to avoid negative patterns now, but you won't let go, okay? This is dependence on relationships that are outside of yourself. Some of you Cancers are no growth due to lack of trust here. Some Cancers have self-esteem issues, and there's a change in a career that is a must. And again, the loss of finances is unavoidable with some Cancers here. Okay, and then for the Cancer read, some of you are at an emotional loss. There's blocked feelings, there's emptiness, there's an inability to express or receive love, which is causing emotional emptiness. The Ace of Cups reversed energy. All right, Cancers, that's what we got for you. We're going to go ahead and move on to the air signs. All right, all air signs. We got Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius that we're going to go ahead and pull out for. We already pulled out for the Libra. So, Divine and Spirit, just give me something for this Gemini and Aquarius energy. Libra was pretty heavy, just like that Cancer energy was. But that is what the balance, it's not always going to be positive reads, right? Because there's so much negativity, and we're in the winter solstice right now. It's so much heaviness always during this time. Winter solstice. It is it's the time to release your old karmic ways here. The cycles of life are honored. The shortest day and longest night of the year. This is the time to connect with nature ASAP. Rebirth, reflection, and the return of light. Okay, so it's always so heavy. You always got unalivings and stuff around the families, sicknesses, and all that good stuff. So for the air signs, we're going to leave the Libra out. We already did Libra. We're going to focus on Gemini and Aquarius at the same time. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Gemini and Aquarius for the air signs. We've already done Libra. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Ashe. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Gemini and Aquarius, what we got? Well, this is all bent up out of shape. We're going to go ahead and take it. I got the Five of Wands reversed that was all bent up out of shape in my deck. All right, so you're avoiding necessary conflicts, resolution, truce. You're finding harmony after a disagreement. This is an end of a power struggle here. For the Gemini and Aquarius energy, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What else must we know about the Gemini and Aquarius energy? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we got another heavy one coming on out. We got the Chariot reversed energy here. Gemini and Aquarius. There's a loss of motivation, a lack of direction, lack of control, scattered energies. Something is being pulled in different directions. 2626 on the timer as I said that. Five of Cups is here. Loss, grief, disappointment, okay? You're focusing on what has been lost instead of what remains, okay? Process of mourning. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands reversed, excuse me for that. There's missed opportunities, delays, lack of direction, the inability to start a project despite having ideas here, creative blocks. Five of Swords reversed. Oh my God. You're finding ways to make peace and move forward here. Let's go. Right? There's compromise. You're moving on into conflicts. You're learning from defeat. This is Gemini and Aquarius. The Tower reversed is here. Okay? Damn, y'all. Fear of change. Avoiding disaster. Delaying the inevitable. Resistance to necessary destruction. Trying to avoid painful truths. Gemini and Aquarius, Ace of Swords reversed. The inability to see the truth. It's causing confusion and chaos. There's a misuse of power, which is causing a mental fall. You're using your intellect to harm rather than help. Three of Wands reversed, Gemini and Aquarius. This is a lack of progress, obstacle delays, frustration, setbacks in your plans, difficulty with long-term planning here. Wow. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Y'all seeing this before I am. Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is bad luck, resistance to change, period of bad luck that will eventually pass, right? You're breaking the cycles, but you're resisting the necessary change. Gemini, Aquarius, Page of Pentacles reversed. This is bad news in money business. Money, your business, your career, your education. You were very naive and immature and rebellious, okay? This was causing you to be a dropout, lazy and foolish, disloyal, dark magic was involved, no plans that worked. You was obsessed with tarot and divination. Damn. Death is here. That's a beautiful thing right there. Out of this whole read, death was the most beautiful thing that came out. This is the doorway to liberation. Now, bloodlines are being decimated at this time. This is an end of cycles. It does not grant eternal life here, okay? It does not reincarnate. It does not reincarnate, but it does transform so that you can continue, right? It does separate you. It varies across different cultures and beliefs. You're left in the Ace of Cups reverse energy for some of you Geminis and Aquarius. Wow, this is heavy. You're enduring pain and emotional instability for quite some time. Loss is indicated at this time. Insecure, sad, separation, unmotivated, disappointing news, frustrated with finances. Who or what is in control, babies? Come on now. And this is just for some um, Geminis and Aquarius here. And, you know, Libras, Cancers. All right, to my Sagittarius, and then we're gonna move on to the Leo that's down here. I got one Leo. It came out, gold came out, but Leo represents gold as well. Purity, divine presence, righteousness, enlightenment. So we're gonna go ahead and get this Sag on out the way, which is another fellow fire sign. So thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. If you are a Sagittarius, your spirit animal is an owl or an elk. Okay. Leos, we got sturgeon. I was like, what the hell? I thought we was gonna have a lion or roar. We got a sturgeon, but a sturgeon is a very powerful animal as well. All right, so thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. We're at 30:30 on the timer. Give us some more information in regard to tarot for this Sagittarius energy, right? You reminded us to focus on adventure, optimism, communication, okay? But something, oh, well, damn, shut me on up. The spirit of divine was like, shut the fuck up, take this. So we start off, Sagittarius. Some of you, we start off in the full reversed energy, right? We conceived a new project, but we were not ready to birth it into the world yet. We begin to act recklessly, disregard consequence. There was a fear of the unknown. We was taking risks and we were holding back. For some of us Sagittarius, I'm a Leo. Nine of Wands. You continued despite exhaustion. All right. You wanted to be like the last stand energy. You wanted to be persistent. Stand firm when facing challenges, okay? To push through, you got to have the strength, okay? Nine of Pentacles reversed for the Sagittarius energy for some of you. This is a fear of solitude, materialism, living beyond your means, dependent on others, and you're showing off without substance. The world reversed for some Sagittarius. You're drawing near the end of a journey or era. Strange emptiness that fills you when you look backwards. Okay, this is causing false expectation. This is close to completing a financial goal. You was taking life for granted, and that's causing you to miss something in your love life here. It's unfulfilled despite financial comfort. And do you even feel connected? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. I see y'all. After this, we'll move on to the Leos. We got Six of Wands that's coming out for Sagittarius. This is victory here. Victory, public recognition for your efforts. You're rising above the challenges. Achievement, okay? This is feelings of pride in your accomplishments. And then last, for the Sagittarius energies, we got Six of Pentacles reversed. Some of you have your strings attached here, okay? Like charity with conditions, selfishness. You're a trickster, one-sided giving. You could be selfish. You could have, or you could use your resources for selfishness, and your power is imbalanced. All right, let's get the Leo out the way, and then we're going to do an overall for column 1, 2, 3, and 4. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Let's get the Leo on out the way, baby. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay. All right, Leos. Arrgh. Give me a second here. Don't be drinking on those sodas, y'all. Look. Don't drink on those sodas. All right. We got Leo here. Leos. Ten of Wands reverse is coming out first. All right. Ten of Wands reverse is coming out first. It's time to release unnecessary burdens, all right? If you're new to the channel, I read all comments at the end of the transmission, and thank you for every comment. And even thank you for those who just didn't want to comment. You just held your comment back. All right, so Ten of Wands reverse for the Leos. You're releasing. You're learning to delegate. You've lifted weight of responsibilities. And this is unburdening, release, okay? The Lovers, harmony, attractiveness, and perfection in relationships. For some Leos, trust and unity gives confidence and strength, empowering the other. Concept of choice between opposing and mutually exclusive. Make up your mind of importance in life. Balanced, bond created very strong, joined in marriage or other close, intimate relationships. Nigga, we about to get married. All right, so for some Leos, we got the Nine of Cups reverse, inner happiness with materialism, dissatisfaction, unmet expectations, empty achievements, finding happiness within rather than in external things. Okay? For some Leos, you are in the Queen of Pentacles reverse energy. Get that shit together, Leos. Materialism, need for self-care, work, home conflict. There's a need for balance ASAP, a need for self-reflection. It's time to be mindful of your financial choices. There's a need for balance between personal and professional life. I felt that one. Damn. I felt this one. A roar. A roar. All right, so we got the Four of Swords reverse coming out for some of us Leo. Burnout, restlessness. You're returning to activities, but you got the inability to rest, which is causing mental exhaustion. You're forced to return to activities before you're ready. Leos, some of y'all lashing out verbally. You in the Page of Swords reverse energy, which is causing mental chaos and confusion. You feeling overwhelmed by information. There's poor communication. You're hesitant to express yourself clearly. You're spreading rumors. Oh shit, come on, Leo. Damn. You spreading rumors? You stubborn? You gossiping? You lacking focus? Oh, come on, god damn. A roar. Damn. You lashing out verbally with intent to harm, bruh. Damn. Damn, Leo, get your shit together. For some Leos, you want a particular period of conflict to be over. You want an open dialogue, but there's sabotage here, okay? There's a loosening of financial tension, which is causing release.
It's 7:23 p.m.
That's my solar return, nigga. You understand winning is not everything. You're now capable of focusing your energy, and this is for the Leo read. And the 723 popped up. Aurora, get our shit together. Okay? Not everything you understand that winning is not everything. You're now capable of focusing your energy on positivity and structure. All right? Get back together with divine and spirit. Okay? We missed the grass. Okay, so that's all the zodiac signs that we done. Now we're gonna go to the oracle deck here. Okay, we're gonna broaden the message a little bit more. Thank you, divine, and thank you, spirit. We're gonna go ahead and put these zodiacs to the side here. Thank you, divine, thank you, spirit. We're gonna put the zodiacs and the tarot to the side. And now we're gonna pull out the oracle deck. We're gonna focus on column 1 first. And remember, the entire read was based around ancient angels are fighting with you. Now they can be fighting with you up against all of these other energies, or they could be fucking you up. All right. This is revolved around spiritual abuse, okay? The use of religious texts or beliefs to minimize or rationalize abusive behavior here, okay? Physical, spiritual, sexual, marital, financial here, okay? You use someone's beliefs to control them or prevent them from practicing whatever they believed in, okay? You controlled the traffic lights, the email accounts, the FBI database, and that all has been compromised. So now we great broaden this goddamn message up and figure out divine and spirit. We're on column 1. Thank you, divine and spirit. Column 1. We're talking about the new start, the new moon, new beginnings, Crux constellation, the Hydra constellation, and the Vega constellation. Okay. The Vega star is the brightest star in the Lyra constellation. Excuse me. So thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. We got a lot of constellations that came out. 1 star, 1 moon. Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. All right, the Crux constellation is the smallest constellation on the southern celestial hemisphere. The Hydra constellation is the biggest constellation of the 88 modern constellation. It represents water snake in Babylonia. Babylonian, okay? It's straddled. Oh, damn. Column 1. Damn. Okay, so here's column 1, y'all. It's time to look beyond the myths. Okay? These six numbers could be from one of these constellations. I'm looking at Will, Emily, Donna, Wilmer, Wilbur, Wally. The Pacific Ocean is coming out here, okay? The Pacific Ocean is reminding you of the deepest of Earth's five oceanic divisions. This is the power of the ocean, the largest mystery, connect to nature, spiritual wisdom offering guidance here, okay? All seven archangels came out. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Jophiel, Ariel, Azrael, Camuel. All seven archangels came out. Damn. A motherfucking hematite came out, dissolving all negativity at this time. So prepare yourself, collective, for what we might be getting ready to find out. All right, no wealth has been returned to the sender at this time. They wanted no wealth for you. They wanted poverty for you. That has been returned to the sender. Okay, the patients have fought against a cruel doctor and the staff. Okay, somebody could be in the hospital, like senior, especially with senior health care, and they were being abused by a doctor and the staff. Okay, they fought against them. Okay, this could be revolved around missing native women. This read was for you if you got blonde hair, red lipstick, if you a doctor, or if you in a black van. This read is for you, reminding you that no matter what, I'm going to push through. Otonio said that. Check them out on Spotify or all musical platforms. This read is reminding you of duality, mermaids, sirens, marine spirits. They are the bridge between two worlds, physical, spiritual, land and sea, unconscious and conscious, daily life in harmony with inner wisdom. Some farmers harvested crops, animals, and people. They harvested crops, animals, and people. You are the true love that you are looking for. Okay? You're looking outside of yourself. It's time to look within. I had no choice but to protect you. The devil out here protecting your ass. The devil is protecting you. Ancient angels are fighting with you. Some accidentally summoned us up for vengeance. So you got whatever's going on with this first column, that was probably moon magic, right? They summoned up some of these angels for vengeance, some of these energies for vengeance here. A day in the dark, a life on the edge. They was living in the motherfucking dark, on the edge. It's time to take a spiritual bath. Listen to some music. Throw in some salt, light an incense and some candles, right? Herbs. It cleanses the soul, purification. Because you're mapping the journey towards wholeness here, okay? There are reactive machines in the energy. That is one of four types of AI, the most basic AI. They can't form memories here, okay? They can't learn from past experiences. They react to current situations. You're a big ass computer system yourself, beloved, right? You're actually the motherboard. You're the super intelligence. That's why they created artificial intelligence. All right, so it's time to reveal different truths and patterns. That was for column number 1. Now we're moving on to column number 2, where we got Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we got Leo, Gold. Okay, give us something on this divine spirit. What you want us to know? What you want us to know? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. What you want us to know about this Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and the Leo? Thank you, divine. Thank you, spirit. Ashe. Okay, thank you. I saw that one. Uh, there are penalties that are severe for MK Ultra. Okay, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Comment below if you know what MK Ultra is. All right. So we got with this energy, somebody been going to the graveyard, or somebody is going to go to the graveyard. What's up, baby? What? I don't know. You can go check it real quick though. It's gonna be a little while. Somebody been in the graveyard though. All right. The graveyard represents ancient wisdom, sacred spaces, endings, introspection, unresolved emotions, rebirth, and mental recovery. Fear manifested in dreams, but the way they created the graveyard here, those bodies were not supposed to be in the grave. Those are prisons for bodies, okay? They're not supposed to be there. A lot of these energies that are coming through are stuck in graveyards. But it seems like somebody been going to the graveyard and been doing some graveyard magic. We finna find out. That's what I'm feeling in this energy. Once graveyard came out here, and I got a fart, so I feel like somebody been doing some graveyard magic. Energy matches energy, bitch. Okay, so calmness, trust, and communication. The fifth chakra is coming out. Blue, peace, serenity here. Okay, something has not officially been recognized. Give us some more, divine and spirit, on this column 2 here. All air signs in the Leo. What the fuck? Hold on. Somebody been in the graveyard. MK Ultra is involved. Blue has come out. A horn is honking outside. When I said MK Ultra, oh, y'all hear the horn? Anyway, air signs and Leo. Give me some more divine and spirit. Thank you, divine and spirit. Ashe. So we want to broaden this message, and we want it clear and concise as to what you're trying to tell us, divine and spirit. Thank you. On this Friday evening. Okay, thank you. Okay, they can smell you coming, but they can't touch you at all. Your energy is so potent, they can smell your ass coming. And it's a beautiful smell. They know it's a pure smell. Okay? You're in overjoy. Whatever's going on, some of you energies are in overjoy. The profound emotional state where you're witnessing divine revelations, okay? You're symbolizing immense happiness and spiritual bliss, spiritual fulfillment, good news in religious texts, and historical context. These 6 names could be involved here. Darren, Denise, Dion, Young, Lopez, and Perez. Give me a little bit more on column 2. Okay, we'll take that. We got satellite images. Satellite image maps of the world. This could be focused on legal laws here. A lot of you might be going through legal laws. The ocean has revealed a lot of dark secrets, okay? Somebody about to be homeless or is homeless. Homeless. No home, no residence. Relationship has broke down. Natural disasters. Disownment due to sexuality or gender identity or living on the streets. You've been shape-shifting in the daylight. I'm impressed. Now what? The cherub has come. The cherub has come out, okay? Face of a man, face of a lion, face of an ox, face of an eagle. This is only one type of supernatural being that came out. Don't forget the 7 archangels already came out. Corporate espionage has been devoured. These 6 names could be involved. I'm looking at Latoya, Marty, May, Robinson, Robertson, and Clark. Don't go seeking for glory. It'll find you. All right, so column number 3, we got the Cancer, we got the Sagittarius, and we got Venus here, okay? So thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Damn, that motherfucking roast smell real good in that oven. I'm not about to lie. Got my stomach on 1,000 right now. All right, so we got Cancer, Sagittarius, and Venus here, okay? Cancer, Sagittarius, and Venus here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. With the Cancer energy, it was telling us to focus on our chest and our stomach. The moodiness and insecurities is causing us to be manipulative, vengeful, and causing vengeful behaviors, unpredictable and suspicious behavior, untrustworthy, pessimistic, started blaming others, which caused you to be resentful, lazy. We got Venus out here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit, for what you've already given us. Give us a little bit more clear and concise messages. Thank you, Divine and Spirit. We got Sagittarius also. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Let me read what we got so far. There's a wolf in the energy here. Okay, there's a wolf in the energy. The wolf says, I give you intelligence and sharp instincts to control socialism here. Okay? Be spontaneous. Right? You have to have the profound and sudden experience, and we want you to go for it. We want you to have a connection which requires awareness, and you have to trust your instinct. Something about a safety deposit box. You must lock all your personal belongings in your phone. Oh, what's that about, Divine and Spirit? What y'all trying to tell us? What's going on? Somebody in somewhere where they gotta lock away their personal belongings and phone there. That's when they be going to them secret parties or going to like them underground bunkers and shit like that. The red door parties. All right, Divine and Spirit. What else we got to know about column 3? Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Is this upside down? And it is. And it is. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. What else must we know? Oh, okay. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. We got their bloodline is being destroyed by your energy. They had defectors and moles in their bloodlines. Deep cover agents, long-term snakes, sleeper agents, espionage agents. She's been diagnosed with terminal cancer, no return at all. Damn. Damn, Divine and Spirit. Always remember you told the truth and you're not crazy. A divine feminine counterpart to the patriarchal and masculine worship structure that have long dominated organized religions. Empathetic sovereignty, moon, nurturing, complementary energy, deep connections, Gaia, Mother Earth, sensuality, water, intuition, love. Africa and Middle Eastern came out. Sumerian, West African, Yoruba, Mesopotamian, Canaanite, Persian, Egyptians, Hittite, Sumerian. It is consisting of gods and goddesses that played significant roles in ancient Mesopotamian civilizations. Gods and goddesses like Enki, Enlil, and Nana. Specific attributes and powers. Roles in multiple domains. Origins of the universe. Humanity out of clay and the breath of life. Sumerian magic caused illusions among many. They could be struggling with inner demons at this time, intense inner demons. During the Renaissance, they extracted the crystals and used their energies for satanic purposes. God is saying that. Now they snitching on each other. Remember, this is ancient now. This is ancient. This is ancient shit coming out. Okay? You're getting peace from life's turmoils. Okay? All right, now we're going to move on to column 4, and then we're going to get into the Comments. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Move on to column 4, get into the comments, and then we're going to close them all out with a prayer here, okay? So, column 4, we got the winter solstice, the autumn equinox, and we got Sagittarius, okay? Okay, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Give us some information on column number 4. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. Taurus, I see you down there, baby. I don't think I pulled out Taurus. No, we didn't do any Taurus this evening here, beloved. We didn't do any Taurus. Earth signs didn't even come out at all. All right, winter solstice, autumn equinox, and Sagittarius there. All right, Shay. That was easy. We got seeker of knowledge coming out. The lost souls want answers. They can't clone you. Okay? They're heartbroken due to justice is crazy. The fact that they feel heartbroken due to justice is crazy. Now they overwhelmed with guilt and self-conflict. What's going on, Divine and Spirit? Why are they overwhelmed with guilt and self-conflict over what? Divine and Spirit. Clear and concise, Divine and Spirit. No keys are needed in these cities underground. Guilt and self-conflict overwhelmed. They didn't take the process that was required to clear. They had to use a process required. The process requires you to be clear and concise and gather all the information in the signatures. Can't even read my own handwriting, y'all. And it's a lot of solar activity that's going on too. And as I mentioned earlier, we one big ass systems, we the motherboards. So as we receiving all these downloads, we getting glitches and shit too. The fuck. Crystals are natural elements that come from Earth. Let me get one more spin around. An owl just flew out saying you have access to intuition and wisdom. You are a seer, okay? Give me a little bit more on column number 4. Bar. A little bit more on column number 4. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Spirit. I'll take that right there. Something is luring men to doom, to their doom. Marine spirits, siren spirits, okay? Marine spirits, siren spirits, mermaids, okay? Growing up poor in the Appalachians, Appalachian Mountains coming on out. They're the only ones who died. We lived. No son shall prosper on your realm 12. No son shall prosper on your realm 12. You know who you are, 12. But you know who you are. All right. Oh shit. Okay, let's read the comments and then we're gonna close out these good old babies. What up, y'all? All right, let me see what we got. We got Krista Don came through and let me know that I was on mute. Thank you, Krista Don 29. They retracted their messages. The Fire Lady 7486 is also a fellow lioness, Aurora. They said hi. Jay Seffer said hi. Lavina Perales said hello. Jay also said hi again. What up, Jay? Someone's special 4747 said hello all. Hannah Brummer, what up, Hannah? Said hi. Someone special said bless you and your energy back at you. Juanita Perales said hi. Geraldo said hi. Geraldo said the following: I'm a Taurus. They also said hi twice. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and close out these portals and disconnect from these energies with a good old prayer. I rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequency of source love consciousness that may have been projected my way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions. consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, anything and everything that I am connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All is transmuted into whatever the fuck was sent to me, and then it's sent back to its source because we are already sovereign and we are already free. Any agreements and contracts that we may have agreed to while we was being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut and they are all ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign, I am sovereign, I am sovereign. It is done, it is done, it is done. And so it is. All right, y'all, say that prayer or say your prayer in increments of 3, 6, or 9 in order to make that motherfucker come alive. All right, much peace, much light, much love, but especially that motherfucking darkness. And y'all already know. If don't nobody else got no love for y'all, I love you. Peace.